What is up, my intergalactic friends? Welcome back here to another Infinite Galaxy content. Today, as you can see, we're looking into a flagship. We're doing a flagship review. We're looking at Athena. This flagship is a very underrated flagship, and this is also a flagship that is not a starter flagship. And you're wondering, what? Why? We're going to talk about that here in this video. If you guys enjoy Infinite Galaxy content, I would highly consider for you guys to subscribe, turn your notification on. You see that bell? Click that bell icon. And of course, if you like this video, leave us a comment and like. By doing so, you're actually helping the channel to grow so that we can recommend, or the system of YouTube will recommend more of these videos to new players so we can educate more players that are coming into Infinite Galaxy community. Let's first review on how you can get Athena, all right? This is going to be very difficult because 99% of the time that you're going to be investing into the Athena is going to be coming from the blueprint shop here. You're going to be using your Advanced Federation credit. This is why I said that Athena is not a starter flagship. This is one of the reasons why. You can obtain Athena, have a chance to obtain Athena. Sometimes they come out in the bundles and you can purchase Athena from there. Or sometimes you can get Athena from this item, which is the secret prototype device, which we have 55 of that right now. So you can get Athena from those methods. So Athena is a long-term project flagship, all right? It has a good value once you have developed your Athena flagship. We can take a look into the first skill in here. As you can see, this is a laser weapon type flagship. Not that it really matters that much with the weapon type, but this flagship Athena, you're mainly going to be looking for in here is that the flagship damage, flagship output damage, flagship attack. So Athena with this second skill, flagship attack, 252% at the maxed level of that. We get some repair ratio and increased damage ship automatically a repaired ratio. This is good, but I don't find this skill the most significant thing for Athena. One thing I like about Athena is the warship range, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit here as well. Next thing, flagship HP, total warship HP. And then onto the awakening skill, total warship armor, 130% at the max level. It's a debuff for the enemy. So a few things that I want to highlight in here. Since I am not, so much invested in Athena, I did seek out information about Athena, who actually invests on Athena. So Pippo, which is in our alliance, and maybe you guys have met him in Discord as well. If you guys haven't joined our Discord, go into Shinchi42 Discord now. There's a link in the description. We have an Infinite Galaxy channel there, and try to get yourself involved there. So Athena, what was suggested in here is that Athena is going to be really good when the captain is level 35 and up. Now, why is that the case? By having a level 35 captain, your attack bonus increases. And we talked about this, just recently about the flagship attack, right? I just mentioned that. So let's take a look in here. It is recommended to get a captain at level 35 because you're going to get 1,131% attack bonus in here. So if you're going to get a captain that is like level 25, you're going to get 557%. Now we're only looking at the legendary in here because this investment is probably not going to be for the free to play players. If you're looking into like epics, you can see the significant differences between the attack bonus here from the captain. Leadership is going to be the same. There's no changes there for leadership, but trying to get a level 35 will be the most optimal on the Athena, and you'll get a huge amount of attack bonus because what you want to get out of the Athena is having a huge flagship damage. Now, another thing to talk about with Athena is that Athena is good with gold flagship rank 12. So when you're trying to get this into rank 12, you're going to be working into the skills. So we have a chart here that you can see as we progress from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 13, 14. As you can see in rank 12, it becomes 6 upgrades basically, and then at 13 it goes 7 and 8 until the max level of that. So 12 is more like the sweet spot here for the Athena, so that you can get the highest value for Athena. Third thing that we want to talk about here as well is that flagship damage is reduced a lot in PvP. As I mentioned, that it's not the best in my opinion. The skill for that, it could have been more like into damage, but it's still effective if pushed really high, but not as high what people would expect it, right? So this is the one that we are talking about right now. Direct repair damage of warship after battle coefficient, the ratio of battle loss converted to severely damaged warship in battle. 30%, 17% here. It's all right in my opinion. Now, what type of captain should you be working for this? Having a Lara captain would be amazing for this because, Lara has an ability to boost flagship attack, right? So you're now amplifying even more for Athena. Now, a good crew for this is this crew named John Smith Connor. So I'm also looking into John Smith Connor because as you get into the later stage of the game, you need to boost up your flagship attack. And I think we'll have a separate video and talking about flagships. John Smith Connor, this guy, I think, no, that's, where is that? This guy, John Smith Connor, flagship attack boosting. So this is something that you want for your crew setup when you're having an Athena. And honestly, for late stages, you probably want to work onto that crew regardless. So the fifth thing in here that was suggested is that with the new battle mechanics, leading a rally with Athena is useless because people don't have the requirement for point 1 that we've talked about, captain level 35, and getting into rank 12 to make Athena at the fullest potential. Now, if you're looking for a cheaper version of Athena, you can definitely go for Nemesis. It's pretty much the same thing as what we have talked about, but you're going to be using an epic flagship in here, so just understand that it's going to be significantly much weaker if you're comparing it to Athena. Now, one thing I want to talk about in here is that the range. So what I've seen what other players have done in our alliance, like Pippo and Jadenus, is that they're using a cruiser setup. So what they're doing is a Cyclops and Athena. And what that does is that it increases their range further from everybody. So when we're doing PvE, right, this is not going to be effective with the new battle mechanics of Rally, right? When we're talking about the PvE situation, player versus environment, when we're doing like capturing some structures, right, the PvE structures, like attacking into the purity protocol, they're able to score much higher because they are further away from everybody and they're the one who is last to take the damage with that warship range there. And also with their high damage flagship with Athena, they're able to score much better as well. So Athena is not a starter flagship because of the investment that you have to put in here. This is a recommendation to be more of a late stage investment. So if you were going to be investing in it in early stage, your fullest potential is not going to be out there. Once you've hit the requirements that we've mentioned, getting into the rank 12, have a 35 captain, then Athena would be more potent in that situation. So I want you guys to think about this in the perspective. I'm looking into my fleet details here right now. As you can see, my flagship attack is 357%. By having Athena and the Cyclops I've mentioned, which most people do in this alliance, like Pippo, as I'm speaking to Pippo, his current flagship attack in here is actually about 630 plus. And he's saying that it can get up to 784%, which is absolutely insane. So just think about that as you're investing into your next flagship in Infinite Galaxy. So with that being said, do you have an Athena or have you been looking into investing on Athena? Let us know in the comment section below. And thank you, my intergalactic friends, and I will see you again next time.